could you tell us how you got started in the music business?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody worldwide. Like I said, it's your man Richie Evans. Yeah, I started out. I used to be signed to an artist named The Game back in the day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Game is a big, mainstream artist, I feel. He sold millions and millions of records, you know what I'm saying, a great fan base, but that was my introduction into the industry. You know what I'm saying? He he signed me from Phoenix, Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Relocated out there to LA. We got to working immediately, actually. You know what I'm saying? Got to helping him on a couple albums. He helped me brand myself and get my name right. And like I said, now, man, I'm putting out music, you know what I'm saying, touring the world and really trying to make it make sense. Yeah.
Okay. So, did you feel any pressures coming into the game under artists such as the game? Because
Yeah.
it was pretty big with G Unit and he's had some big hits to himself.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always um, a lot of emotion and a lot of, understanding of trying to be as big as that artist that you're signed to. You know what I mean? Like I said, he has a lot of multi platinum hits. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he was signed to one of the biggest artists, as in 50 Cent, and labels as in G Unit. So there was a lot of pressure um, to live up to that expectation of some of the things that they've accomplished. You know what I mean? I think the way that things are going right now, I think that it's working out. You know what I'm saying? We just dropped two new singles right now. One called "Let Me Talk That Shit," and the other one called "For You." And they're really getting a lot of worldwide attention, getting a lot of radio spin. So
You're from Arizona, but you ended up on a label that was out of Compton.
yeah.
Did you?
Well, Arizona's a brother state to California. So a lot of the same things that are going on there, you know what I'm saying, is going on here as well.
Okay.
I mean, we listen to the same music, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cubes, the Snoops, the gang, you know what I'm saying? So the
Yeah.
culture was pretty much the same. But Compton is different. You know what I'm saying? Compton is a
Yeah.
different entity. It's kind of its own thing, but the transition wasn't that hard, just due to the fact that we have a lot of resemblances in our state, but it is different though. It was different. After, like I said, after I signed with Game for a while, and he really taught me the ins and outs of this particular industry. It came a time when I felt like I needed to stand on my own too. You know what I'm saying? I felt like there was a lot of shit going on with him and 50 Cent and
Yeah.
things like that was kind of hindering the label. Um, Unfortunately, the artist that was signed to him at the time, due to the fact that those business things, we couldn't drop an album because of that. So at
Yeah.
that particular point, man, I sat down with Big Bro and I asked him, can I have my release so I can start my own independent company and use some of the tools and resources and things that, he taught me up under his wing. So yeah, he was all for it. You know what I'm saying? He's very, very supportive. If anything that I need from him, he's willing to pick up the phone and help out. So, he's been a blessing towards that. But yeah, man, like I said, we started my independent company called TEA, the Evans Administration. I'm the first artist out, from it at this particular point. And
Yeah.
like I said, man, we making a name for ourselves right now.
So, what would you consider the best advice and experience that you got working under Black Wall
Okay.
Street?
Um, I would say have confidence in what you do and make sure you put in the work. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that people don't really see about Game. Game is a real workaholic in the studio. You know what I mean? Like he's really in the studio from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. You know what I
Oh,
mean? So he puts a lot of work in. So I want to say the biggest thing that I've learned from him is really, really putting in the work and letting the music speak for itself.
you were performing on the Tonight Show one time? How was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
experience?
Yeah, no, that was a major look for me. You know what I'm saying? You take a kid from Phoenix, Arizona, and put him on the David Letterman show, you know what I'm saying, with one of the biggest artists out, as of Game at the time. That's a big monumental moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was a motivation tool to show me like, hey man, if I keep working and handling my business, I'll be able to stand on this same stage by myself. You know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure working with other artists. You most of them you get to build, personable, relationships, you know what I'm saying, as well as business
Yeah.
relationships too. You get to talk about music, you get to see some things that really go on, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think that, if any artist in this particular industry is making a name for themselves and building a buzz, you know what I'm saying? I believe that jumping on the road with some other fellow artists in different markets is kind of the way to go.
Could you tell us which other artists you've collaborated with in the past?
Yeah. Shout out my man Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
Oh,
Kendrick. He's from Compton.
yeah,
J Rock. You know what I'm saying? J Rock from
yeah.
Compton as well. R&B guy named Eric Bellinger out there right now, whose
Yes.
name is working. And then of course, like I said, the new single I got going on right now with my man Vito. He's
Vito.
based out there in Atlanta. Yeah. So
Okay. How are you handling the situation right now with the COVID-19? Because I know it's kind of affected some of the artists'
yeah,
revenue flow for shows and stuff. And I
yeah.
see that you were kind of active on the live show circuit.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, you know what I'm saying, it affected, everybody's revenue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole world.
Yeah,
Um, I will say that, I was a little frustrated at first because actually at the time that COVID was happening, I was already out on the road. So
yeah,
I had to get off the road to come back to the house. But after that, man, COVID was all right. You know what I'm saying? I think that sometimes we get so caught up in the grind that we fail to take some time for ourselves and realize some of the
true.
more important things like our family and shit like that. You know what I mean? I think that we move so fast chasing the check or chasing the next interview or chasing whatever we got doing, we sometimes forget about ourselves. So during the pandemic and downtime, man, I used it to just get my business in order. You know what I'm saying? Rearrange some
Right.
things, reevaluate. And, I was able to work and really, create some more music during that time. So, I mean, it was a loss, financially, but it was a gain other areas.
So the game recently mentioned his top rappers alive.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of who you
Yeah.
believe is like possible top five?
Yeah. I got a top five. And it's funny because, Game has always mentioned that top five. He said that for a long time. My top five is a little different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would say Ice Cube is my favorite. Nas is my second
Okay.
favorite. I would say three would be Scarface or DMX. I would have to say T.I. and Game.
When people purchase your music, what should
Mhm.
they expect from you? What kind of
They should
sound and style?
they should expect just great music. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's one of my strong points is I think that I make great bodies of work. Just you're gonna get a great sound. You're gonna get uh, solid lyrics, great production, and
Yeah.
just an overall great body of work. You know what I mean? I think that nowadays music is so accessible. I think that a lot of people don't take the time and take the craftsmanship serious. I think that they just put out anything that they want to do, and there's nothing wrong with that if that works
Yeah.
for them. But for me, man, I'm gonna put out, like I said, a great body of work, something that I put some time, some energy, and sacrifice into, and I think they'll vibe with it.
Okay. So where do you see the future of the music industry? Because right now everything is concentrated online and it's moved away from where it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I think that you're right about everything being more online and being more digital.
Yeah.
Um, I think that they're going to find other revenue streams to try to make it make sense. Like, I know right now they got that thing called, was it the NFTs that just came
Yes.
out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that they're going to start adding like pay, tip or pay tabs to like Instagram and
Yes, I heard that. Yeah, for the live
Twitter
shows.
and things like that. So I think that
Yeah.
everything is really going to be dominantly, produced and arranged on, social media and online. So I just think that we just got to kind of stay up to speed with it. You know what I mean? I think that
Yeah.
that's the new way of business, and I think that COVID-19 helped push that forward though. I got a new project dropping this summer called Highly Favored. You know what I'm saying? Under my company Imprint TEA. We got 2 singles out right now. The street record called Let Me Talk That Shit. It's heating up the streets. And of course, we got the radio smash called For You featuring my man Vito. Make sure that y'all pick them up. Follow me on all my social sites at Who Is Richie. That's my Instagram, at Who Is Richie's Twitter, at Who Is Richie Facebook. And man, talk with me. I talk back. Like I said, man, hopefully we come out of this pandemic and I'm able to go to some of these different cities and countries y'all is at worldwide and make some shit work. So, stay tuned with me. We working.
Let us know your thoughts below and hit that notification bell after subscribing. Visit WWETVN.com to check out this worldwide exclusive.